So we're gonna just jump into this. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I know you got a lot to talk about, Moody. I have a lot to talk about. I'll set it off. You know, a couple of days ago, waking up to the video of this man Terence Crutcher being shot in with his hands up in the air. You know, not even facing the policemen. You know, the first thing that came to my mind when I was watching that video was like, there's got to be something missing here. Like something has to be missing here, because how can this happen again? Why would this happen again? Like something, like tell me something. Something's missing. Something got edited, and nothing got edited. This just continues to happen. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. And he was shot by a woman, a female cop. Everybody has seen the footage of this, I'm sure. So it's not like we're breaking this news. You know, the helicopter people, refer to him. Oh, he looks like a bad guy. I don't care if the guy's walking away from the police. You know, the detail. Apparently, he was walking away from them. Who cares? Who gives a shit? If that's even better. He's walking away. So there's least of a problem to there's no confrontation. He's not coming at the police. And this guy's dead. This guy's fucking dead. And it's inexplainable. It's just inexplainable how this can continue to happen. It doesn't make any fucking sense how this can continue to happen over and over and over. And I've said this once, I've said this before, and I don't wish this to happen. You just don't see the footage of an Italian policeman beating the shit or shooting an unarmed Italian man. You don't see the footage of a Jewish female cop shooting a Jewish female woman walking away, or a Jewish man walking away. You just don't see it. Why these people are shooting to kill? Why they're so quick to pull the guns? Why they're so? I don't understand it. And now there's protests turned to mini riots. There was another incident with this guy Keith Lamont Scott in Charlotte. And this is like 2 in 1 week. Two unarmed people, black men, shot down in the middle of the street. I don't understand. There's protests, there's riots, there's civil arrests. I don't think any of those things are going to stop this shit. Like, I really don't think this is I don't know. I have no answer. Of course, people are going to start burning shit. Of course, there's going to be protests. Of course, there's going to be all sorts. People are everybody, not people. If you have a pulse and you have a heart beating in you, if you're not disgusted by that footage of Terence Crutcher, I don't care what your thoughts, what your feelings are. If that's not disgusting to you and not unacceptable to you, there's something wrong with you. There's no rational reason for that to happen. I don't care what your belief system is, what you've seen, there's just no excuse for this to continue to happen. You know, what the only difference is now is this has always happened. I've always said that. This has always happened in America with black people being killed by the cops. The only reason you're seeing it with such frequency is because of social media and phones. But this is no aberration. Right. Usually it's buried in the papers. It's a small thing. This is the same thing. And unfortunately, it's going to continue. You have it's going to be more riots because it's not going to stop, and this cop will more than likely get away. Based on history, that cop is going free. Right. So you have to understand these things, man. You know, you got to remember this is black people in America. This happens a lot to us. This is not just old shit. And this is extremely difficult to watch, man.
because it's like a guy getting executed.
Right.
And, they talk about body cams and stuff like that. It's like I told you in the last episode, it's if the cop in his heart has contempt for the people he's sworn to protect, so how is he going to deal with them? How is he going to deal with them? He's going to deal with them with contempt and what's that, hair trigger. So what we seen was an execution. Yeah. I don't know why.
Period.
You can't say anything else.
Period.
The guy.
It's disgusting.
Now,
it's fucking disgusting.
Now I want to say one thing too. As far as compliance, you must comply with police officers, because if they tell you to stop and you're walking away and you try to go into your car and get something and they can't see your hands, they're not going to let you go in your car and get that.
Right.
Whatever it is, what would you do? You see, this is also not with this case, but I'm saying in general, you have to comply, because the cop doesn't know who you are, what you have in that car, or what. You can't just grab shit. That's how cops get killed too.
Right. It's just out of control, man. It's so fucking out of control, and it's so frequent.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I saw that footage, and like I'm thinking to myself, like, do these policemen think that this guy's gonna fly away, like he's Batman? Like what?
Right.
Like what do they think's gonna happen? Like they think he's gonna just spin and just like disappear? Like I don't understand what they're so freaked out by this guy, and it just the whole climate of the situation is bad and bad and bad.
And the dude in the helicopter from whatever feet up in the sky looks like a bad guy. How? Right. How can you tell that?
No, he meant to say he looks like a black guy. That's what he meant. He that's what he is. Just said it what it is.
Right. But remember, Tulsa, Oklahoma is the same place that burned down the black community, Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is the same community that just massacred black people. So obviously, I'm sure there's some resentment for black people there.
And the bombing in New York, thank God no one died from the bombing in New York. The guy,
yeah, thank God.
The guy that they caught is in a shootout. This is the thing you got to think about. He's in a fucking shootout with the police. And the police didn't want to kill him because they want him alive. They want the guy alive.
Yeah.
And he's shooting guns at the police, allegedly. Who the fuck knows what the story is like anymore? But, and I want to make sure we are 150% pro cops. It's the bad seeds. Both me and Moody have friends in New York, black men who have been on the force for 20-something years now.
Yes.
Close friends.
Yes, absolutely.
But this guy, this bomber who's shooting a gun at the cops, he walks out of it with bullet wounds because they don't want to kill him because they need information from this fucking guy.
Right.
That's why they didn't kill him.
Of course not.
If he's in a shoot, normally like a bank robber, he's in a shootout with a cop, dead. You're dead. Normally, like somebody who's like hostage, you're shooting at cops, you're dead. But they probably like, yo, don't kill this motherfucker. Don't kill this motherfucker. But the guy on the side of the road walking away, he gets killed.
Right. Hey, like I said, man, this is America, man. When you got look, think about the black Americans' history in America. You know what I'm saying? We the same people that they dropped bombs on us in Philadelphia. They gave us syphilis, man. Just think about the black Americans' history in the United States. This has always happened. You can go back from the time we got here, man. This is nothing new. You're just seeing more of it because they can't bury it.
Right.
They would have lynched this guy if you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how it happens. So I don't know what can be done. It's been going on for 400 years. Now everybody needs to. I'm glad people are seeing this. So, because usually they think that we're just talking like, oh no, it's not as bad as you guys make it out to be. I'm glad it's on HD, and maybe you could sympathize with seeing that's somebody's father, that's somebody's son, you know what I'm saying, like husband or whatever, and to be executed like that. And basically it's happening with impunity. Now, I want to say this too. If this is going on under a black president's tenure, can you imagine what's going to happen under the next guy who I know is going to win?
You're dead set that Donald Trump's going to win. I still don't agree with you.
All this stuff, that rioting and all that stuff going on, you think that helps Hillary Clinton? Fuck no.